to your month of July reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Virgo, let's see what's going on with you. Okay. Getting straight into your energy. This is what you are thinking and feeling for the end of July. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. Okay. And one more. Oh, there it is. Already falling out. There you go. You have the Tower. Getting ready for Tower moment. Okay. Figure out why you're having a Tower moment. Going to clarify that with a oracle card. This oracle card won't just clarify on the Tower card, it's also going to clarify for the overall reading. So it's got a big job. Okay, let's see what's going on. Show us why this Tower is here and what is going on. What is going on with Virgo spirit? Goes. Transformation. Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so looks like you're going to have a Tower moment so that you can have a transformation, you guys. Very important, because that Tower moment will actually, once it takes everything down, it's going to give you the inspiration that you really need to have the transformation. You know, the transformation is the same as a Death card. So you know that it's the ending to something. You probably already feel it. You already know you're going through it. It's in your energy. You feel it. You know it. It's coming, or it's already happened, right? Or it's happening right now, right? So one or the other, we'll figure that out in a minute. It's going to be a little different for everybody. But no matter what, you know the Tower is coming. So with the transformation card, it's the time of ending. It's time for it to close. It's time for a new beginning. Don't resist it, you guys. Okay, so if you're worried about this Tower moment and you're like, no, don't resist it, okay? Because these changes are abrupt. You know it. It might even feel confusion, shock, calamity, like, no. But it has to happen, okay? It's whether it's taking place in your personal life, your relationships, business, career, it doesn't matter, because the transformation card is going to bring you the strength and the confidence that you need so that you can have a renewal to all these things that are going on. And it's going to give you better clarity later to why this happened, right? If you don't understand why exactly you had a Tower moment, the transformation will then bring that in to clarify why, right? Why did it have to happen like this? Why did this, how come I couldn't fix it? Okay, but that's okay, because the Death card reminds us of the old way of thinking and believing that you are going to move past. And that's where that clarity is going to come in. Just remember, nothing in this life remains the same. Everybody has a Death card. It's what brings in new chapters. It's what brings in renewal. It helps us expand our life, okay? There are loose ends that need to be tied up. There are people in your life who don't need to be there anymore. There's careers that aren't really helping you. So the transformation is going to give you this fresh new start. Even though sometimes it feels like death itself, right? Because sometimes it makes you feel like, I don't want this. I don't need this. It's too much shock. It's too much calamity. It's too much drama, too much stuff. But it's actually good that it's going together. So that way you can actually have that clarity. A lot of people don't like the Tower card because it makes you feel like maybe you have misfortune. It makes you feel like, I wanted to do something, but there's nothing I can do. You know that there was nothing you could do. But it will bring you inspiring ways of thinking. And I know it will because of the transformation card. So, okay, it was that unexpected shock, that news. Maybe you were trying your hardest to hold on to something, but it fell apart. It was not meant to be. Okay, it was just not meant to be. The universe says, no, you're done. No more. And even though you want to hold on to this, it's not going to happen. I'm done. I'm taking your tower down because it no longer suits you. It can be inspiring, right? Even though maybe you don't want it to be. You know, you're like, but that's not what I wanted. I was holding on to this tight. And I remember, you know, years ago getting a tower that I'd fought not to have. The more I fought it, the more it just happened. And the more it was just like, it's not gonna work. So I finally gave in. And even though it felt like the most horrifying thing ever, it ended up changing everything around so much that, you know, I'm so glad that I actually did that. Otherwise, I could still be sitting in that spot, but I feel like if I didn't give in, it could have been also worse. You know, it could have just been so much worse. Okay, so going straight to the present, the near past, and the near future to figure out what is going on, what caused this tower for the majority of you. Okay. So going straight there, we have, in the present, you have triumph and success. I know, I feel it already. Like, how can I have triumph and success if I'm having a tower moment when a death card? Because it's that double-edged sword. Okay? It's definitely that double-edged sword. You're having the awareness. The awareness and the understanding. And if you didn't have it then in the present, then you're getting it now with this reading. The awareness of why, how, what, right? Near past. In near past, you had the ending. There it was. You already knew it was coming to an ending, somehow or another. Getting past the obstacles and challenges. In the near future, you have the intuition, using that awareness again. It's just a little bit different. Movement changes. Positive movement forward. Well, let's look at this. You know, so this is where you are, right? This is where you were. This is where you are. This is what you feel and think. And this is where you're going. Because after you're done with all of this, this is what you get. Positive movement forward. But you have to get through all this first. And it looks like it started in the near past. This is why you're thinking about it. You're thinking about that tower moment that you had. Looks like you may have already had it, or you're getting ready to go through it now, but you knew the cycles were ending. You're like, I'm having a tower moment right now. Okay. You have an ending coming with the new beginnings in reverse. New beginnings hasn't started. The doors are closing. Getting rid of those obstacles and challenges in the past. So in the past, the near past, whether it was a month ago, a week ago, yesterday, 2 hours ago, doesn't matter. The point is that you knew this door was closing, and it's getting rid of those obstacles and challenges. So, clarify on the door closing. Three of Wands, the door is closing so that way you can look out. See what new horizons, see new things. Were you looking out to figure out where you're going to go next? You know that the door is closing. Did you have better ideas of where you're going to go? Or were you just looking out thinking, I don't know where to go? This door is slamming shut on me. How am I going to have the strength to get through this? How am I going to have the strategy to pull out of this? Fighting the good fight. How am I going to fight the good fight? I don't feel like I'm so good right now when this door is slamming shut. And it's slammed. It slammed, you know, probably hit you right in your booty. You knew it. There was no choice. Felt like you lost your Ace of Pentacles. All your hopes, your dreams, and everything was gone. You were fighting, you were delegating, you were trying to keep that door open. It's like I said, that's how it felt. It's how it felt right here. You're trying to fight against this tower. And it's literally saying that. Hopes and dreams are gone. I'm having an ending. This could be the ending to a career, the ending to the way you've seen things, the way things were, whatever your obstacle and challenge was, because it's ending that obstacle and challenge. Yep. Escaping that obstacle and challenge, escaping. But I also feel like you were trying to escape by keeping this where it was because you didn't want that door to slam. You knew you had obstacles and challenges, but it almost feels kind of like fearful because you didn't have a strategy. You're now, you know, you're still looking out there, looking for the strategy, but the strategy is trying to keep that door open. Even if it's for a temporary time until you can figure something 100% out of what you're going to do. It feels like it closed on you so fast you didn't have time to think, but you knew it was coming. You were like, if I could just hold on to this for just 1 minute, it will give me, more time to think. Think about the options and the resources and the things that you needed. Obstacles and challenges. Even though you had the obstacles and challenges, you did not want to walk away from them. Like I said, you were fighting. I think you thought you had this. I think you were like, I can do this myself. I don't need to take a complete tower moment. I can fix this. I can, if I transition, if I change this and I change that, then I can keep this from happening. If I could just use, a little more, maybe even a little more support from somebody. If somebody could just support me a little bit, if somebody could just help me a little bit, maybe I could do this. Because you did not want to be separated from this. It's like you're running away from the real problem to try to fix a problem without taking a tower moment. It's almost like you're trying to keep it jarred open. If I put a shoe here, I can keep that door open just a little bit, just until I have time for it slams shut. But more than anything, it's slamming. There's nothing you can do about it. It's overwhelming you. It's overwhelming you trying to strategize to keep that door open. It's overwhelming you, the whole situation. It's overwhelming. It's just, even trying to escape everything is overwhelming. You're just going to have to let it go. So in the past, you were like, this is overwhelming. I mean, the whole situation. Well, that tower came. It was either already started here or it's about to happen. Okay, it's going to depend on, each person. It really feels though like it's already started in the near past. So by just that door closing, you have a double-edged sword over here. What are you going to do with this double-edged sword? How are you going to let that affect you? The double-edged sword, it's like, well, I could have my triumph and my success. I want to move towards my triumph and my success, but how am I going to do this? You have the willpower, you have the determination, you have the focus. You have to cut through all those barriers that are holding you back, that are overwhelming you from the past. You still have them. You're still trying to get past your obstacles and challenges, right? You need to cut through those. You have to remember how strong you are. The only way that this sword can be used is either one side is the good way, that's going to give you rational thinking and make you understand the inspiration that's going to happen and having the awareness. And the other one is just going to completely allow this to destroy you. Because it can only be used one way or the other. with this triumph and success. So this card would be like the Ace of Swords. If the Ace of Swords is right side up, then it's going to be helpful. If that Ace of Swords is upside down, it's going to destroy you. It's up to you and how you perceive this with your awareness. Are you going to let this destroy you, or are you going to allow the transformation to take place so that you can get the inspiration from this? You need to be inspired by this tower, not allow it to, hold you back. Because like I said, you were fighting against it before. So with the triumph and success, you're saying, well, let's see what you're saying. Oh, it could be this way or that way. Well, the good news is you have the Hangman right side up in the present with the Temperance. You are using this for moderation. You understand the perfect timing. That's why, because you got into your awareness and now it looks like you're becoming aware of the situation. I think you're also aware of the situation, that this situation I cannot stop. I've tried to stop this. I thought that I could do it this way and that way, and it's not working. So it closed on me, and you're aware of that. It was the perfect timing for the universe to come in and say, I'm sorry, you aren't doing, this is not the way it's going to work. You're ready for a new chapter. This is not it. So you have the determination and the understanding with the Hangman that this is the perfect time to get through this. And that's very beautiful, because that's what you really need. You need that harmony, and there's that creative expression coming through, that inspiration, and that creative expression is pretty much the same thing in its own way. It is inspiration, making you understand, finding the equilibrium between yourself, between what's happening and what's really going on. If this is bringing harmony and healing to your family, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you needed that. Maybe you were trying your hardest. And with the Temperance, it's turning away from that selfish behavior and the cease of living in that isolation. But the whole point is that selfish behavior was maybe when you were trying to keep a door open, maybe when you put that shoe against that door so it wouldn't, slam shut, even though you knew it already pretty much did. Maybe it was kind of selfish. If anything, it's more selfish towards you, but others, if you have family, they may have felt maybe it was selfish for you to do such a thing. It is selfish because you need this transformation, no matter what. You need the healing, you need the transformation, you need to completely get past the obstacles and challenges, which you were still trying to do, but you weren't getting the bigger picture. Okay, having the awareness, you do get the big picture. Having the Temperance and the Hangman, you do get the big picture. The big picture. Why? What is going on? Going into hermit mode. Hermit mode to what? Get the awareness. Get the understanding. Seeing the light. Seeing the understanding of what's really going on. Okay, fine. That's the way it has to be. Getting back that strength, going into that Emperor mode. Finding the fairness, taking the authority, understanding, being fair. Now, if where your family or your employees or whoever it was, maybe they thought you were unfair before by not allowing this door to completely, shut, and you're like, I'm just still trying. Maybe they felt that, the unfairness towards them, now you're being fair. You're using the wisdom and the awareness. You're now leading the group. You're understanding how to be a leader. Okay? You're reevaluating everything and taking control where it needs to be taken control instead of where you were trying to take control before. If this is a love relationship too, this is you understanding that you have to let this person go. You can't fight them to stay. If this is a job, you're fighting for your job, but maybe it's not paying the money that it needs to pay, but you're fighting so hard to stay there no matter, how bad the situation is. And maybe some of your family members are like, this is unfair. They're treating you unfair. Excuse me. So you're coming in, understanding, having the understanding, taking back what's yours. Seven of Wands, yeah, standing your ground. Up for the challenge, fine. If I'm going to have a tower moment, fine. I'm up for the challenge because I'm powerful now. I get it. I understand. Fine, right? I will have to aim higher. I'm going to have to aim higher where I was before. I'm going to have to take different actions. I'm going to have to try to turn this all around. Okay? Having that transformation. Understanding that you are changing your way you are thinking. There's so much thinking here. Look at all this thinking. Definitely 100% changed your way of thinking. Intuition. Nine of Pentacles. I am not, in the near future, you were telling yourself using your intuition. Nine of Pentacles upside down. I'm not traveling anywhere. I'm not traveling anywhere. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not exactly where I need to be. Magician, taking the action for where you need to be. Having that understanding, using that law of attraction, praying, doing whatever you need to do. But however it is, you are now taking the action to get to where you need to be. Because you're no longer just stuck over here thinking, because over here you're trying your hardest. Over here you're thinking. Now you're going to take the action because you realize, hey, you know what? I'm not where I need to be. There is things going on around me that were not suitable for me. And the escape that I was trying to take in the near past is not the way to escape something. That's more like ignoring a situation, because look, the Seven of Swords is sitting right next to the Eight of Cups upside down. That's escaping through ignoring a situation, the real situation, right? And the only reason you're trying to do that was because you were trying to salvage it. Five of Pentacles, everything's going to be okay. It's in reverse, so everything's going to be fine. I'm going to take the action so that I can make everything better. Having that understanding that, yes, you know what? I'm not going to be left out in the cold with no money. I'm not going to be left out in the cold with no love. I'm not going to be left out in the cold to do this and that and the other. I'm going to have that positive movement forward with the Queen of Swords. Coming in with logical thinking, the understanding, moving, getting deep within my intellect to figure out how to fix all of this and see where am I going now with the Tower and the transformation. Where am I transforming? If one door shut, you have the understanding to know another door is going to open. What is it? Well, let's logically think about it and figure out what this new beginning is. And boom, there it is, the world. Same as the new beginnings. You had an ending, here comes the new beginning. The new beginning is coming. It's giving you positive movement forward, and you're focusing on whatever is at hand. Love, money, career, saving your money, whatever it was. Fixing your family, friends, it's going to be different. Page of Swords, maybe you're doing some research, getting more information about where you're going, having the understanding of what's going on. Being observant to the ideas of what could be coming up for you. Taking control of the situation. Being more in control. Maybe even saving that money. Making better judgment calls. You're going to be fine. I think this is also, right here with this Tower is bringing you the inspiration that you need. I'm going to crumble it all down. The universe says it's going to smack you in your butt, that door. But I'm going to open this new door and you're going to walk right out in it. With better understanding, inspiration to get your life going where it needs to be on the right track. Yep, see, and also you have the Fool, making better choices. So now you have making better choices and better changes. So you have the relief and the good luck over here with the Judgment. It's like, Archangel Gabriel's over here blowing his horn, right? He's telling you good news, good relief. You're going to make better choices. You're going to take better leaps of faith. Change is on the horizon for the best. This is not some foolish act. If it was a foolish act, it would look like this. No. This is something that you're looking out at. The sun is shining. You're holding a flower. You are ready to set yourself onto a new journey through the new open doors of the world. Okay, so yeah, you're thinking, you're knowing. Okay. Justice coming out. So where you felt imbalance in your life was imbalance is now going to become in balance. This is the truth, and it is fair. And where you were feeling it was unfair over here for all of this to happen, now you're going to understand that everything is fair. Everything is in order. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Six of Cups coming upside down. Release the past. Don't think about the past. Oh, with a death card. Yeah, the past is dead. Let go of the past. Don't try to reopen that door. That door is slammed shut. It's locked. The universe has locked it. Just think that door no longer exists. It was like the door from the movie Monsters Incorporated or whatever, and it's been smashed, right? It no longer exists. Okay, and don't try to find that piece of that door either, okay, to rebuild that door. You don't want to. Okay, there's no need for you to be there. Let's see what the angels have to say. Clarify on this for them, please, for further information, further help, to help them get to where they need to be in the near future, and to help them in the present as well. Okay, so it's not the right time. It's not the right time for success. Okay, so pretty much I see what they're saying. It's not the right time for success in the present right now because this door's closing. You need to get yourself into this way of thinking, to understanding, and in that way, in the near future, you will be ready for that success. Get more information. Now that's interesting. Where are we? Right here. Page of Swords. What I say, you're doing research, observing. That's getting more information. So in the near future, you will be getting the information that you need. I believe it's for this success. Okay. And listen to your intuition. And that's what this card is as well. So pretty much Spirit is saying everything that's on the board pretty much is the same for you. Okay. So, okay. And let's see what it is, if this is a love relationship for you guys. And we will be done. Okay, so let's go near future. What if they have a partner now? How is it? Love yourself first. Free yourself. Pay attention to red flags. And then I have getting to know each other and soulmate. Ooh, and a big one coming out, codependency. Okay, so maybe that's where a lot of this is coming from, is codependency. So take it how it resonates with you. Whatever doesn't resonate, throw away. Okay, and that was a reading for you, Virgo. And until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye, friends.